Hello everyone, this is Khalifa Khalid Shamsi, and in this video I'll be going over the CBR lecture, Measurement of Data. Measurement is basically putting a number or a label on something in a systematic way. There are three main reasons why measurement is important. First, it reduces measurement error. If your measurement is wrong, your entire result will be wrong. Second, it avoids misclassification bias. If you put someone in the wrong category, like labeling a past smoker as a never smoker, your results become inaccurate. Lastly, knowing what your data is, how to measure it, etc., is important later on when you're analyzing your data. Next, let's look at some terms and their definitions. To collect data correctly, we need to know what we are studying, what we are measuring, and what we actually record. Observation is basically the thing we are collecting data about. For example, if we are doing an epidemiological study, then our observation is a city, a region, etc. If we are doing an animal study, then it's one mouse, and so on. Variable is a characteristic or attribute that we measure for each observation. It's called a variable because its value varies between different observations. For example, a variable could be things like age, gender, income, etc. These things change from one person or observation to another. The opposite of variable is a constant, which is something that does not vary. For example, almost all people have 10 fingers. If you're doing a study on pregnant women, then gender here is actually a constant, since all participants are women. Finally, value is the actual measurement or the response we record. It could be numbers, categories, codes, etc. There is also a pyramid of understanding. At the bottom, you have data, which is basically just numbers. Like if I give you a list of numbers like 39, 36, 38, the data is unstructured. Information is data that's been organized and given context. For example, I could say the average temperature of these 10 patients is 38 degrees. Now these numbers actually mean something. It answers the question. Knowledge is when you take that information and you get from it understanding. You could say, for example, this high average temperature means there might be a possible infection outbreak, so we should investigate. Finally, there's also wisdom, which is basically more and more knowledge over time. Now, let's start with the main part of the lecture, the levels of measurement of data. There are 4 levels, each one higher than the other, and they are divided into 2 groups. Categorical, which has nominal and ordinal, and scale, which has interval or ratio. First is nominal, which is the most basic level. It's where you classify data into categories only. You're just naming them. There are 2 key features here. First, they are mutually exclusive, meaning each observation would fit into only one category. For example, a person cannot be under male category and female category. Only one. Second, it is exhaustive, meaning all possible categories are included. For example, marital status would include single and married, but also divorced, widowed, etc. It's important to note that there is no order at this level. ما شيء ترتيب. Male is not higher than female. Blood type A is not better than blood type B. They are just names. Second level is ordinal. Ordinal has all features of nominal, so mutually exclusive and exhaustive, but also ordinal has order. The categories can be ranked. You know what is higher and lower, but not by how much. For example, smoking intensity. Light smoker, average, heavy smoker. We know that heavy smoker is higher than light smoker, but we don't know by how much. We don't know if the difference between light and average smoker is the same as average and heavy smoker. Third level is interval. It has all the features of ordinal, but we now add the distance between the values in a meaningful way. For example, the difference between 20 and 30 degrees is the same as 30 and 40 degrees. It's 10 degrees in both situations. The intervals are equal, but interval data has no true zero. 0 degrees Celsius does not mean no heat. It's just where water freezes. Because there's no true zero, we can't say 40 degrees is twice as hot as 20 degrees. The last and highest level is the ratio. It has everything interval has, plus a true meaningful zero. Zero here means the absence of whatever we're measuring. For example, income. 0 dirhams means no money. 1000 dirhams is twice as much as 500. That ratio is meaningful. Dose of 30 ml is 3 times greater than 10 ml. Age, weight, blood pressure, etc. Before I move to the next part of the lecture, I want to give you an extra tricky example. A survey says, rate your pain from 1 to 0. What level of measurement of data is this? Is it ratio? No. Is it interval? No. It's actually ordinal. You can't really say 8 is twice as painful as 4, so it's not ratio. And the distance between a 2 and a 3 is not necessarily the same as between an 8 and a 9, so it's not interval either. Pain is subjective, so the scale isn't consistent across different people. However, you can say mild or severe pain, so it is ordinal. There is an important point you must note. Because these are in a hierarchy, they are different levels. You can convert from up to down, but never from down to up. For example, we collected age as a ratio data. We asked, how old are you? And the participant said 23 years. This is ratio. We could convert to ordinal, which is down, and say age group is 20 to 29, which is less precise. We could even convert it to nominal by saying adult or child, which is even less precise. But we cannot go the other way. If you only asked if the participant is child or adult, you can't give an age group. If you only asked about the age group, you can't give the exact age. The lecture also mentions another way to split scale data into discrete and continuous. Discrete data comes from counting. You stand there and count things. The values are whole numbers. 1, 2, 3. For example, you're counting students in a classroom and find 40 students. You can't have fraction or decimal. You can't say 40 and a half student. It's just 40. Continuous means it is generated by measuring height, weight, blood pressure, etc. You can say weight is 70 kg, but also say 70 and a half. When you're doing a study, you don't randomly pick a level of measurement. You choose based on 2 factors. First, the type of data you're measuring. Some things are naturally categorical, while other things are naturally numerical. For example, blood type is naturally categorical. You can't give each blood type a number and then calculate the average blood type. Second, the degree of precision. If you're doing a quick screening survey, then ordinal categories might be enough. But if you're doing a clinical trial, then you need ratio level precision. With that being said, I hope you've benefited from this video. If there's something you don't understand or have any questions, feel free to reach out. Good luck.